Hello there, it's Sanu, your IKEA enthusiast back again. Nice to see you all.
Today, I'm sharing how I revamped my living room and reorganized our utility closet using tons of IKEA items. Here's the before of our living room, and here's the after. IKEA has so many affordable items that can completely transform a space. So I hope you'll watch until the end. First, I headed to an IKEA store to get some inspiration for the makeover. Let's check out the latest room sets together. I spotted some new freezer bags right away and immediately got distracted. So many tempting things. But now, let's focus on the room sets. This time, I wanted to add some art to my space. So I had my eye on this new piece. It's not a poster, it's actually printed on a canvas-like fabric. It's been super popular and sold out quickly after launch. There are 2 designs this season, but when I visited, the red floral one was already gone. Check the IKEA website for restock info. The spotlight above the shelf is also really nice. I actually used this light for my child's desk, and I recently switched it to a sensor type to avoid forgetting to turn it off.
It's been working great. You can check out that video as well.
I also wanted to update the area around our TV, so I checked out the TV room displays. This new table lamp was being used in a room set, and it was my first time seeing it styled like that. It's so charming. It's all white with a wooden detail on top. Really adorable.
And the price? Super affordable.
I was also thinking of picking up a new plant pot, so I took a good look at the greenery section. This one caught my eye, and I really liked how they used a dolly to display it. It can hold up to 80 kilograms, and I often get comments from viewers saying it's a great value. And it makes sense. Once you start collecting more plants, moving them around for watering gets tough, so using a dolly really helps. Now, about this frame, it actually comes with a poster inside. That price for both the frame and poster, amazing. IKEA frames are seriously budget-friendly. Of course, you can buy just the frame separately as well. This cushion cover is a new arrival. It features a floral motif, and the color is so fresh and versatile. When it comes to easy room makeovers, changing cushion covers is the way to go. And with IKEA, you can get them at very affordable prices. This rug is also quite new and stylish. It doesn't come in multiple sizes though, so if the size works for your space, you're lucky. Again, cushions are such a simple way to give your room a fresh feel. This item is also new. It's a different color from an existing series, but I think this version looks really sleek and stylish. The fabric has a high-end texture. Let me show you a close-up, can you tell? The previous version in this series was in a pinkish shade, like this one here. Same design, same series, but the vibe is totally different, right? The sturdiness of this fabric is really nice. Now this is the personal chair section. This one's from the Stockholm collection. It's absolutely stunning.
Both the design and material quality are amazing.
I am actually planning to move the TV.
So I was thinking, maybe I could fit this chair in that space.
They're modern and stylish, and I truly love them. By the way, IKEA has a furniture buyback program. The eligible items do change over time, but I just looked it up, and this chair can be bought back at this price. It's almost like getting it for free, right? In this room set, they're displaying a large frame with a cut cloth inside.
Such a brilliant idea.
IKEA offers a wide variety of fabric pieces, so you have lots of options to choose from. This frame is the same series as the one I showed earlier, but it's much larger. And look at the price. Honestly, it feels like a glitch. When it's this big, it can easily become the focal point of a room. The way they styled the plants here is also inspiring. This is the PERJOHAN bench, which is super popular. Here, they've styled it beautifully, and the tool storage behind it is also adorable. Placing a bench near the window like this is a really cute idea too. This frame in the bedroom is from the same series as before. It's called RÖDALM, though the size is different in this display. The wardrobe here is from the Plaza series, and this green color is a new release. Plaza has a sturdy frame, probably because of the extra board in the back. It feels very solid. Underneath, they've lined up some storage boxes. One of the great things about IKEA boxes is that many of them can be folded flat when not in use. When it comes to storage, we often end up tossing things once we stop using them. But sometimes you need them again later, so being able to store them flat is super convenient. I actually found myself needing boxes again while organizing this time, and this one, called Scub, came in really handy. I use this in the overhead shelf of my closet. Organizing pros always say not to buy boxes before sorting, but once stuff starts shifting, having none feels hopeless. Scub really saved me this time. This next room set looks like a hobby room, and it's absolutely adorable. This chair, which is upholstered in fabric, is surprisingly affordable. The color is really cute too. What I want to highlight here is the wall-mounted storage system, SKÅDIS. It's great because you don't have to open drawers or doors. You can just grab what you need instantly. Zero actions required. That also helps you build a habit of tidying up. These gray boxes here can also be stacked. They're fairly new and come in 3 colors. This room also has the classic Billy bookshelf. And look at these 2 pink vases used as decoration. They're new arrivals too. Pairing them like this is super cute.
I keep buying more and more vases. How do you all store yours?
So for this makeover, I wanted to add some art to the room. But that bird-themed piece I showed earlier was sold out. So this time, I decided to buy a poster from a different store. But the frame, of course, I got from IKEA. They're affordable and come in so many styles and sizes. I recommend browsing online ahead of time so you can narrow it down before going to the store. At IKEA, the frame section is near the end of the route, so by that time, you're usually tired. Definitely better to decide beforehand online. I also picked up that SCODIS system I mentioned earlier, and a new plant pot too. This is one of my top recommendations. It looks like concrete, but it's actually plastic. I love the look of concrete, but this one's super lightweight, which is so helpful for plant care. That said, IKEA does offer real concrete-style plant pots too. If you're shopping online, be careful. It can be hard to tell the difference from photos. If you already have a dolly, the real concrete ones are really cool and stylish too. Alright, let's get into the makeover. Here's how it looked before. The TV was right in front as you walked in, and that always kind of bugged me. I'd love to get rid of it, but my family still uses it, so we'll keep it until it breaks. For now, I switched to a wheeled stand so we can move it around as needed. Now we sometimes roll it into the kids' room so they can play games there. The footrest poof they're using? That's from IKEA too. We also moved the TV closer to the dining area so we can watch YouTube together as a family. You can see my child moving it around here. It's on wheels, but that doesn't mean it's super lightweight. This rolling TV stand is available on sites like Amazon. It's not a PR item. I bought it myself. The one we used before was from the same brand and was such a great product that someone else wanted it right away. This cabinet is the BESTÅ from IKEA. The top surface is perfect for display. so I've been having fun redecorating it. The table lamp is from the Stockholm collection, and the 2-tier tray in the middle is also IKEA, but sadly, it's no longer available. This stone textured tray here is something I recently got from H&M Home. We don't have H&M Home stores in Japan, so I ordered it online. Here's a frame I bought for this makeover. This series is really cool. You can add depth, place your art more forward, or use the included white mat. When hanging it on the wall, you'll need to thread a string through this metal part here. Just note that the string isn't included. The artwork inside is a drawing my child made. I placed it where the TV used to be, alongside a floor lamp and a personal chair. I was bothered by the cords in that area, so I used the frame to hide them. Another reason I put it there is because there's an air conditioner up high, and I wanted to draw the eye lower instead. I think it gives a better first impression now than having a TV front and center. I also bought a second frame. It's the larger one I saw in the store earlier. It's the same series as the previous one, just a different size and color. The poster inside is from a shop called The Poster Club.
It took me forever to decide on which design to get.
So here's how it turned out for now. This textured art piece here is from H&M Home. I might move it to a different spot later. Still figuring things out. And now, let's talk about the utility closet. Here's the before. Yeah, it wasn't really organized at all. I cleared it out, decluttered, and sorted everything by category. Total chaos. But even just being able to clean the inside felt worth it.
And now, here's the after. Ta-da!
You might be wondering what's going on with the storage on the door. Yep, it's Scordius. I'll show you how I set it up in a moment, but first let me give you a peek inside. Honestly, this part hasn't changed much from before. It still holds tools, tape, string, and other supplies. This box is called SOCKERBIT from IKEA. It's super sturdy, so I feel comfortable storing tools in it. These drawers, are they still available? They're a perfect fit for the Kallax unit and come in a set of 3 drawers, very affordable, and you can fold them flat when not in use. The screws and small parts are in Muji drawers. We have a lot of tools and DIY supplies, as you can probably tell. At the very bottom, I've got a box from IKEA called VATTENKAR. I added wheels from the 100 yen store to the bottom. I attached some SKÅDIS accessories here and added rubber grips to hold tall, narrow items that tend to fall over easily. On the other side, I stored an ironing board. This storage box is made of steel and feels really solid, so it can handle heavier items too. That said, the box itself is quite heavy, so I added wheels to make it easier to move. I used to keep all the cleaning supplies inside this closet, but I've moved some of them to the door so they're easier to grab quickly. And here's how I set that up. It's super easy, just hang it. I used a kind of door hanger that I got from Amazon. The hook part was a bit thick, so I had to press it gently to fit. By the way, IKEA also sells over-the-door hooks. Surprisingly, they're cheaper than the 100 yen shop ones. They seem to fit most interior doors, so if it works for your door, it could be a more affordable solution. To install the SKÅDIS itself, you use the included spacers and attach the metal bars to the back of the panel. Then you just hook it on. That's it. This door is really tall, so I needed a hanger with a bit of length to bring the panel down to a usable height. The door hanger I bought is quite thick, so the SKÅDIS panel ended up tilting a little. but it still works just fine for hanging hooks and accessories. Here's another setup using an IKEA door hook and S-hooks. It actually worked out really well. Visually, it might look a little odd, but this side hanging method works great. You can even do the same thing inside a closet door. There's a hook called LILLÅNGEN from IKEA. It's a bit thinner than the previous one I showed, and it fits perfectly on narrow cabinet doors. You can use it on the inside of doors like this to store things like accessories. SKÅDIS really is amazing. This year, new colors came out, beige and pink. And there's also a two-tone version with beige on the back side. Not sure which side is technically the back, but either way, they're super cute and very cost-effective too. Just keep in mind, you can't hang heavy items on the door version since all the weight goes on the door itself. Oh, I totally forgot to mention, I also picked up a new plant pot. My fiddle leaf fig, the unberata, was growing like crazy, so I trimmed it down. I replanted the cuttings in soil, but the pot I had at home was a little too big in diameter. I couldn't find a matching pot cover, even though I really wanted a gray one. So I ended up going with the white version I showed earlier. It has a clean look, and it's lightweight. I really like it. So that's how I used IKEA items to refresh my space. Right now, IKEA is releasing tons of new items for fall. In the next video, I'll be introducing lots more new arrivals.
Thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you again in the next one.